Hey, what is up, Epic Conversions Insiders? Hope you guys are doing amazing out there on this fine Saturday morning. Let me go ahead and mute that there. Hope you guys are doing great out there, man. It's Saturday morning. I know I'm excited to be here hanging out with you guys today. And I got a lot of questions by email this month about like solo ads and product launching and stuff like that. So I'm going to get to those questions. And as always, guys, you guys' questions take precedence. You guys on call, you guys who are actually on this live call, your questions take precedence over these questions I've received this past month through email. Yeah, so at any time, if you have a question for me, just jump right in there and ask it, and I will answer it as best as I can. As you guys know, these group coaching calls aren't really about me like doing slideshow presentations for you. They're really about you guys being able to ask questions to move your businesses forward and get the best possible information and just get your businesses moving forward and making money. That's what they're about. So anyways, with that being said, hope everybody's doing great out there. Before I get into these questions, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of information. You guys know the Insiders Club. You know, I don't like to hold anything back from you guys. I'll let you know everything that's going on. I just want to remind you guys, you know, to stay productive when you're out there. Continue to stay productive. And when I say stay productive, guys, I mean put things out there that can make you money, right? Put offers out there that can actually make you money. The things you're working on, make sure that they have the potential to actually make you money. I mean, you should be putting things out there every month that either have the potential to make you money or you're repositioning something that could make you money. If you're not doing that, then you're probably not using your energy efficiently enough. I'll give you an example. The 4th of July just happened a couple days ago, right? And, you know, on the 4th of July, I really didn't do anything, guys. I wanted to hang out with my family. We were going to be going to watch fireworks. We were going to be doing some things during the daytime. And to kick that day off, you know, my wife, she wanted to go get some smoothies that morning. There's this place down the road from our house called Tropical Cafe, and they sell smoothies. And so she jumped in the shower. We were going to go get a smoothie. She needed about a half hour to get ready. So I had a half hour and I was just sitting there, and I knew I wasn't going to be doing a lot of work, you know? So what I ended up doing was I took that half an hour and, I decided I was going to run a sale on my, Insiders Club, actually Insiders Club that you guys are in. Wanted to run a sale on it. Right. And, I decided, hey, you know what? Let me just offer lifetime access to the Insiders Club, $97. You know, it was going to be a great deal for anybody who was in the Insiders who didn't want to pay a monthly fee anymore. And it was a great deal for anyone who wanted to get in the Insiders, but they were kind of scared away by a monthly fee. So it was a good deal. To set that up, all I had to do was clone my sales page. I cloned my sales page, hurried up and created a new product listing and Warrior Plus, and set it at $97 one-time fee. And you know, I sent that traffic to that sales page, right? And then I scheduled 4 emails out to my list. Right, I scheduled 4 emails to go out to my list throughout the day on the 4th of July. The last email was going to be going out at 10 p.m. because the sale was going to end at midnight. And then the last thing that I did was I put a countdown timer on that sales page, right? So it counted down to midnight. It hit 0. So it was really good, man. You know, that garnered 15 sales, about $1,500 for that little sale on the 4th of July. And I really didn't do anything, you guys. It was like a half hour worth of work. All I did was reposition a product that I already had, and you know, set a couple things up. It took me a half an hour, and boom, I went out and went about my day and did the rest of the stuff I had to do. And that made me money. But that's what I mean, guys. I made $1,500 on the 4th of July, and I didn't even work. I didn't even do anything. I did a half-hour of work that day. And I guess that's what I'm saying. You know, that was a very productive half an hour. You know what I mean? So I guess what I would say to you guys is if you're out there right now and you are struggling to make things happen, you're having trouble getting things to happen, I would really consider like how you're spending your time. You know, what are you spending your energy on? Are you spending it on something that is going to make you money? Or are you spending it on something that it's cloudy what it's going to do for you? You know what I mean? So I would say that make sure you're spending your efforts and your energy on things that will produce income for you. You know, a lot of people on this call, you know, a lot of people in the Insiders Club, you know, they're not working full-time internet marketing yet. You know, they are working internet marketing, but they're also working like at a job they don't like, right? So you guys out there working at jobs you don't like, you know, man, you got to be careful with your time, and you already know that. You only got like so much time a day that you can spend on your online business. So, I mean, if you got an hour a day to spend on it or 2 hours a day to spend on it, man, you really got to focus on the things that put you in a position to be successful and to make money. So that's what I would say. That just to get started, guys. That was just a little example, a sale I ran on the 4th of July. And sales are great. Sales are awesome. Sales are good for your customers. They're good for you. They're good for everybody involved. Sales are awesome. But you only get to run sales if you have things out there that you can put on sale. You know what I mean? If you don't have anything out there that you can put on sale, it's hard to run a sale. So be productive. Get some assets out there that you can put on sale, because that's it. You know, you don't want to work that day. You want to take a couple days off. You want to take 4 days off. You know, let's say you don't want to work all week. Let's say you got stuff you want to do all week. All right, well, cool. You can run a sale. You can put a package together and run a sale all week long. 50% off of everything all week long. I'll tell you what, I've never ran a 4-day sale that did not make me money. I've never ran like a 4-day 50% off sale that didn't make me money. I learned that from Frank Kern, actually. Frank Kern taught me that. That was something he ran called the 4-day cash machine. And he basically knocked his product down 50% off, put it on sale, and you know, boom, just sent emails out for 4 days to his list. He just sent emails out to his list for 4 days, and that's all he did. He didn't have to create a new product, didn't have to create a new sales page, didn't have to do any of that stuff. He just ran a sale on something he already had. So, you know, it's basically the idea of taking something you've already put the work into and putting fresh eyes on it, you know, putting a fresh light on it. You know, you could have something you've already worked on maybe 6 months ago. That's a great product. It's still a great thing, but you reposition it in some way to put a fresh light on it, right? And that's a great sale, and it works amazingly well, right? So this is like a way to spend your time and your effort doing something that can make you money, and extremely productive. So anyways, just wanted to share that little story with you guys. Yeah, so all right, let's get into some of these questions. Hope you guys are doing amazing out there, by the way, today. Man, it's Saturday, and when I get done with this call with you guys today, I'm actually gonna be building some shelving units for my garage. So so it's gonna be pretty boring for me today. So all right, let's get into it. All right, hey Cam. How's it going? Where is the best place to purchase solo ads? What should I be paying? Okay, so this guy wants to know about solo ads. Where's the best? Here's what I'll tell you guys about solo ads. First of all, solo ads are great, but make sure you have things set up properly before you start running solo ads. Because solo ads are expensive, man. You're going to pay money to build a list with solo ads. You are going to pay money. I mean, like it's going to cost you money. You know, a lot of solo ad vendors want to charge you. Well, look, let me first of all, let me answer this guy's question. So look, man, The best place I think to purchase solo ads is right over here on here. Let me switch my let me show you guys my screen. When it comes to solo ads, guys, I think that the best place to purchase them is probably in Facebook groups. Look for like solo ad testimonial groups over here on Facebook. So come up here to Facebook and man, I put this post up here on Facebook about best rock albums, and like tons and tons of people responded to it, man. It was really something that resonated with a lot of people. It's funny. Now you guys might think, well, that's pointless, right? That's not pointless. All these people responding to my post right here triggers the Facebook algorithm. Now I could go ahead and write something like that 4th of July sale. I could have like right now I could post something about you know, my 4th of July sale, even though it's over now. Like if today was the 4th of July, like if I ran this post right here, 10 greatest rock albums of all time, if I ran that on the 3rd and then like on the 4th in the morning, I put another post on here about my sale, like a lot of these people who had responded to this will see that post because the Facebook algorithm is going to see that they've had recent interaction with me. So they think that my new posts are going to be of interest to them. So you think random posts like this that don't matter, that don't have anything to do with internet marketing, I think they don't matter, but they do. Because this is all about the game on Facebook is getting your messages in front of all the people who care about the messages, right? And Facebook has an algorithm that's kind of like the gatekeeper for who gets to see your messages. So anyway, just a little side note there. So anyways, so what you want to do with the solo ad thing, guys, is you want to come over here to like and type in something like solo ad testimonials, right? And you want to find some groups like this one, solo ads testimonials, 38,000 people in that group right there. All right, so if we go in there, and there's a few solo ad testimonials groups, but like this one has, you know, so many people in there, and what you're seeing right here is, you're seeing like people give a testimonials, okay? Seller right here, there's the seller, Moments selling those clicks. You know, ordered 600, received 700, opt-in rate 43%. These are testimonials. So right, you see this. And then what you do is you contact this guy right here if you want to buy solo ads. Okay. So guys, when you do, you contact this person through a private message, right? Now what you don't do is contact them and say, hey, how much are your solo ads? Hey, how much do you sell solo ads for? Don't do that. Okay. What you do is you reach out to this person. I'll show you what I mean. Like this guy right here. Okay. What you want to do is you want to friend request them. Then you want to send them a message. Because this guy's asking me, you know, best place to purchase solo ads, which I'm talking to you about that right now. The Facebook groups, the solo ad testimonial Facebook groups is the best place to purchase solo ads, in my opinion. And then he says, what should I be paying for the solo ads? Okay, so here's a guy right here who does solo ads. And here's what you want to do. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see what I'm typing. Hey, Jazz. I see some great testimonials for you on solo ads. Would you be willing to sell to me for 30 cents a click, right? Guys, I wouldn't pay more than 30 cents a click, okay? Now, when you're asking for them to sell you traffic at 30 cents a click, you know what? Some people are going to be rude about it. You're going to insult some people, and, you know, they're not all going to be happy with you asking them that. However, I don't pay more than, I've never paid more than 35 cents a click for solo ads, put it that way. Now, if you go to like an actual solo ad vendor website, you'll see like 99 cents a click, you know, and stuff like that, which is fine. But you got to understand, guys, you got to make your money back, you know, at 30 cents a click, you basically, if it's 30 cents a click and you got an opt-in rate of 50%, okay, that means each one of those leads you paid 60 cents for, essentially, you know. They're each worth about 60 cents because you paid 30 cents a click and you got a 50% opt-in rate. Now, each of those leads is worth about 60 cents. You paid for them. So can you earn at least 60 cents on average per lead? That's what you have to do. That's the job you have in front of you, is to earn at least 60 cents per lead on average. That means people have to buy stuff. So anyways, this is kind of what it looks like. Now you can make this 25 cents if you want. You can make this 25 cents. You're going to get less, you know, you're going to get less people willing to do it. But, you know, 30 cents is great. You know, you will find people who will do it for you, right? And it doesn't mean it's bad traffic, doesn't mean it's cheap traffic. Like, the amount of money you spend on the solo ads is in no way, shape, or form usually connected to the quality of the traffic, okay? So just keep that in mind when you matter of fact, I'll just send this off because I'm always looking for good traffic from solo ad vendors. So we'll just send that on off and see what he says. The other thing I would say, so anyways, let me move on. I got a lot of questions to answer. I hope that answers your question, man. That's what you want to do. Now, I will give you a warning about the solo ads, man. When you're buying solo ads, some people think they can just buy solo ads and it's all good and it's gravy. It's not all good and it's not all gravy. What's going to happen is, if you don't have your funnel set up right, you're going to lose a crap ton of money on the solo ads. Okay? And that's the bottom line. You need the funnel set up right. Now, and I'll tell you something else. If you're going to run solo ads, please don't run solo ads unless you have this. Like, if you don't have this thing right here, don't run solo ads, okay? Or something like this, because what Click Magic's going to do is it's going to allow you to put a cookie on your action points in your funnel, okay? So with Click Magic, I'm able to put a cookie on my actual squeeze page. So let me show you like what I mean. So here's an opt-in page that I'm running paid traffic to, right? So I can put a cookie on this page right here, okay? And then once they enter their email, they're going to go to two things are going to happen when they enter their email here, okay? So if I let me show you. So if I do this, if I go, okay. If I enter an email here, two things are going to happen, okay? One, they're instantly going to go to a sales page for one of my offers, okay? They're instantly going to go to a sales page for one of my offers. And two, whatever they requested here is going to go to their inbox, okay? Now, what I usually do is I don't just give them what they requested here, okay? I usually give them more than what they requested here. I'll give them what they requested, and I'll give them several other gifts right there in the first email, okay? just to create a really good impression right off the bat. All right. And then lead them into an engagement series. Can you sell during an engagement series? If you want to sell something like in the PS of an engagement series, like really to me, the selling of items is inconsequential in the engagement series, as long as you don't make it all about selling, right? That's it, right? The engagement series needs to provide good value in the emails, some entertainment value in the emails to build rapport. And if you need to sell during that time, if you feel like you really need to sell to make your money back in the first couple weeks or whatever, go for it. Just as long as you do the emails in the right way, right? Now, sometimes if you're going to be selling a big ticket item to these people, sometimes it's better not to try to push them at something. Sometimes it's better just to go straight engagement, build up a ton of goodwill and trust, and then let them know about your premium offers. It just depends on how you want to do it. I'm not saying either of those things are wrong. I've done it both ways. But the point is, with this guy right here, what you can do is you can put a tracking pixel on this page, right? So you'll know how many people actually hit this page from your solo ad vendor. And then you can put a tracking pixel on this page, so you know how many people actually hit this page. That's how many people actually opt in, right? And it's good, right? And you can do that through an entire funnel. You can do that through the entire funnel. You can track the clicks through the entire funnel with this thing right here. Now look, this is not like that cheap, so this is like $12. You got to pay it annually. So it's like $144 a year. This is the plan I got right here. Okay, I got this like simple little starter plan. The 10,000 clicks, I haven't had a problem with that yet. I'm not a crazy major solo ad buyer though, but this is fine for me. And that's going to cost you about $144. And I'm just telling you right now, if you're going to build a list with solo ads, you need this thing. All right, you need this or something the equivalent of it. Okay, you got to track this traffic. Because I don't think solo ad traffic is really that cheap, to be honest. I don't think it's that cheap. Not compared to like launch traffic. Not when you like launch products and you sell 400 or 500 units. I mean, consider my last product launch was Email Fire, and it sold over 400 units. So I mean, that was 400 leads on my list, and I didn't pay anything for them. I got paid for having those leads on my list. So there's a big difference there. But at the same time, you can build a list faster, by buying the traffic like this. So anyways, I definitely recommend, if you're going to be investing in solo ads, invest in ClickMagick first. Okay, I definitely would invest that. I definitely would advise that, and with ClickMagick, I'll be honest, guys, when I first started messing around with solo ads, I didn't want to buy ClickMagick. I felt like it was an unnecessary expense. And I'm just going to tell you guys, it's not an unnecessary expense. You want something like this if you're going to be buying solo ad traffic. Okay, and that's just the bottom line. If you're going to invest in solo ad traffic, you're going to be paying these solo ad vendors. Man, it ain't nothing to pay $100 to them, $200 to them for clicks. So you want to be tracking all the clicks. You want to be tracking all the actions, all the engagement. You want to be tracking everything so that you're not getting ripped off. All right, and that's the bottom line. When it comes to solo ad vendors, when it comes to solo ad vendors, guys, what I can tell you is there's good solo ad vendors out there. There's bad solo ad vendors out there. And so I think solo ad vendors are kind of like PLR. You know what I mean? You join a PLR site, it's got some good PLR in it. It's got some bad PLR in it. So, there's good ones and bad ones. What I'd say, guys, is I wouldn't buy more than 100 clicks from them at first. I wouldn't spend more than 30 cents a click, and I wouldn't buy more than 100 clicks. I would not. That way you're going to minimize your risk. Okay, you're going to minimize your risk. It might not even be their fault. It might be something you got set up wrong. So, you know what I mean? Like when you buy a small amount of clicks from them, you buy a small amount of clicks from them to see how it goes through your funnel. You know, if a solo ad vendor sends you 100 clicks and you know you paid 30 cents a click for them and you didn't hit a 50% opt-in rate, then, you know, something's wrong. Either I would probably tend to say, it's hard to say what's wrong. You know, it depends on what actually happened. Like if someone sends you 100 clicks and like none of them opt in, then you probably got your tracking pixels set up wrong. You know, it's something's your opt-in page is probably set up wrong. There's something wrong. You just wasted 100 clicks of traffic. That's probably what's going on. I mean, if they send you 100 clicks of traffic and, you know, you only get like 28% opt-in rate, I mean, that's like an industry standard, but you got to remember what I told you guys about the money. You know what I mean? Like if you're spending 30 cents and only 20% of them opt in, well, my goodness, you know, I mean, you're spending over $1 a lead now. Now we're getting into Facebook. Now we're getting into Facebook ad traffic prices. So that's kind of expensive, you know, that's a little on the expensive side. So anyways, so it doesn't always mean it's a bad solo ad vendor. But ideally you want to try to get 50% opt-in rate. And ideally you want to see those people open in your emails. I mean, if I got a 50% opt-in rate and they're opening my emails, I'm happy because I know I can do engagement on those leads and bring them around. Lee Wood says, what's the process for keeping track of solo ad clicks? The process is, for me, buy ClickMagick and use ClickMagick tracking links. So when you give the solo ad vendor, you just give them a link. You know, usually you ask him if you can do 30 cents a click. He either says yeah or he says screw you. If he says yeah, he's gonna ask you for a link, right? And you give him a link to the opt-in page. You want that to be a ClickMagick link, right? Now, like I told you guys, on the opt-in page, you want a tracking pixel. You can get that from ClickMagick. Wherever you send them after they opt in, usually you want to send them to an offer. Usually you want to send them to an offer, right? You don't just want to have them opt in and like send them to nothing. Like ideally you want to send them to an offer. Ideally you want it to be a high converting offer. Well, you want to put a tracking pixel on that too, right? You want to put a tracking pixel right there too on that page as well, because that's going to track who takes action and lands on that sales page. So those are the two main things for keeping track of solo ad clicks, if that makes sense. ClickMagick does a really good job of keeping track of that stuff. It's a worthwhile investment. If you're not doing solo ads, I don't know that if you're just doing affiliate marketing and you're not necessarily doing solo ads, a lot of people use ClickMagick. I don't think it's absolutely a necessity if you're just doing affiliate marketing. If you're doing solo ads, if you are buying traffic, you want a software like ClickMagick or something similar. Most people have ClickMagick. So you want something like that. If you're going to be blowing money on traffic, you might as well make the initial investment and blow money on ClickMagick, because you can get it for a year for $144. You're going to spend way more than $144 building a list with solo ads. The idea is that you make your funnel decent enough to make money back on those leads. And what I would say, guys, is you know what? You really need to work on that funnel. Because like I said, 30 cents a click is really cheap. However, if you opt in at 50%, that's 60 cents a lead. So that means you paid 60 cents a lead. You need to be able to average at least 60 cents a lead over a course of, over a course of 3 months. Like over a course of 3 months, is that list worth at least 60 cents a lead, And ideally, I want it making money. I mean, ideally, I'd like it to be double that, So that's the thing. Anyways, Gary says, Cam, I know it's important to stay productive, but what helps to keep you focused? Yeah. Hey, Gary. Thanks for the question, man. Good to see you too, man. I think I got an email from Gary saying he just joined The insiders. So welcome to the insiders, man. Yeah. So when it comes to productivity, a few things. The first thing is the fear of poverty. The fear of poverty keeps me focused, Gary. Look, I'm kind of kidding around, but I'm really not kidding around. It's true. But here's the thing. It's easier to stay focused when you do this for a living. Like if this is your job and you know if you do a bad job, you're not going to make any money, then it becomes infinitely easier to stay focused. And that's true. That's just the bottom line. If you have a job that makes you money, right, and you're trying to do this on the side, one of the big things you have to be careful about is just getting too comfortable. You don't got the fire. You don't got the fire like someone who feels like their back's against the wall. You know, you don't got that. You know, if you're out there and you're making 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 a year with your job, it's really hard to feel the pressure. You're comfortable, right? And even though you might want to do this for a living, you don't have to do this for a living. You know what I mean? There's a difference. It's like the difference between a guy who says he wants to lose weight and he kind of doinks around with diets and stuff, and like me, I'll be honest, I'm talking about me now. But like a guy like me who says, I want to lose weight, you know, blah, blah, blah. Oh man, I've been trying to lose weight for 3 years. I can't seem to make it work. Wait, have you been trying to lose weight for 3 years? I mean, were you trying to lose weight last week when you were eating that pepperoni pizza? I mean, really? I mean, so it's like, you know, I mean, so right there, I'm not saying, oh my God, go quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you have to be aware that it's easy to be too comfortable when you already got a steady paycheck. It's very easy to be too comfortable. So for someone like that, for someone who's actually working, they got a job, they're trying to do this in their spare time, what you need to do is you need to treat this like a job. It's a job. It's like your second job, okay? And what you need to do is you need to time block time for this job. You need to say, okay, all right, I work every day from 9 to 5. All right, and you tell everybody this. All right, guys, look, from the hours between 8 at night to 10 at night, that's my business time. That's when I'm working on my second job. All right. Between these 2 hours here, that's when I'm working on my second job. All right. Now, if you own that and you let the universe know that's what's happening, right? And walk with confidence, you know, walk with confidence. And if you can do those things, everyone starts accepting that these hours right here, you're at your second job, right? Now that you got that taken care of, what you need to do is you need to know exactly what you're doing during those 2 hours. You need to know exactly what you're doing because your time is so valuable. You only have a small amount of time each day for your second job. And it's important that whatever you do is really moving towards making money and growing that business. So like to me, like you should, and here's what I do. Like I plan the night before what I'm going to be doing the next day. So if you have a normal job and you only have 2 hours a day to spend on your business, you should definitely be planning the night before what you're going to be doing during those 2 hours, what needs to get accomplished during those 2 hours. And I think that's probably a really good way to try to stay productive. That's probably the best thing you can do is time block and treat it like a second job. Treat it like a job. And the main thing, guys, with your business is keep it moving forward. Keep that sucker moving forward. All right. Yeah, for sure, Gary. I totally understand, man. You know, a lot of people out there are working full time and, you know, they might hate their jobs, you know, or they might not like their jobs, but it doesn't mean they're not comfortable. You know, everybody can be comfortable even though they don't like their job. I mean, just because I hate my job, that doesn't mean it doesn't pay me every Friday. So, I mean, you know, So yeah, man, treat this business like a second job and time block your time and be extremely selfish with that time. You know, like be selfish about it. If someone wants to take that time, like if your time's 8 and 10 at night, it's like you're going to have people who are going to be like, hey, let's go to the movies, or hey, let's go out to the bar, or hey, let's do this, or hey, let's do that. You got to ask yourself, well, wait a minute, would I do that with you if I had to work, like during my normal working hours? Would I do that with you? I mean, the answer 9 times out of 10 is no. You're not going to like call off from work or show up late for work because someone wants to go to the bar with you, or someone wants to, go get a pepperoni pizza or something. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You're going to respect your job and be like, dude, I can't, I got to work. So you got to kind of just treat it like a job, basically, and time block some time for it. And then be very selective about what you do during that time. Okay. Best opt-in page. What's my best converting opt-in page? So I think it's different with opt-in pages, guys. If you're running, like, it's funny. People ask me these questions, like they're not specific enough. Like, so if you're running solo ad traffic, like what we were talking about a few minutes ago, I think it's a little different than if you're running like warm traffic. If you're running warm traffic's more forgiving. You can put almost anything up there for warm traffic, and and they'll opt in, if they think it's semi cool. With cold traffic, you got to be a little bit more calculated. Let's go back to that opt-in page I showed you guys a few minutes ago, and let me show you what I'm doing there. Okay, so this is an opt-in page that has cold traffic running to it. Okay, so let's look at the difference. If we go to my website, we're going to find a pop-up, like a light box that pops up, and it's primarily going to have a lot of warmer traffic running to it, so it's going to be a little bit different. Look at this. Let me show you 50 ways to get traffic today, right? It's a little bit more targeted. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more targeted for people who want traffic. Like if someone hits my website and they don't really need traffic, or they feel like that's not what they're looking for, they're not going to opt in here. Okay. So it's a little bit more targeted. Now this converts, I think this was converting at like 39%. Okay. So for this little opt-in box, this little light box. Now, if you notice, I don't have any other opt-in on my website except that one light box. And the reason is because I tested with a right panel box here, and I tested with a ribbon up here. And the light box by far and away beat all the other ones. One thing that I haven't tested is like putting like upgraded content in here, or like putting like upgraded content if they opt in. I know that would work well, but the reason I haven't tested it, you guys, is because I don't know. I mean, it just feels like the conversation isn't really happening on my blog. And people are reading my blog, but like it feels like they just read it and they go try to share it on a social media place. So it's interesting, but I do think I should probably start trying to put upgraded content in here, like putting like an opt-in right here for some upgraded content. That would be smart. I just haven't gotten around to it. But that's that. And this is mostly geared towards warm traffic, because a lot of the traffic that I get to this blog, guys, it's coming from product launch download pages, and it's coming from Facebook, and it's coming from YouTube. Okay. So that's warm traffic. These are people who either know my content on Facebook, they know my content on YouTube, or they know my content from my download page. Right. So I can be like a little bit more specific with my opt-in here, and it does pretty good. Now with this one, now do you notice how like it's not specific? It's just targeting people who want to make money online, right? It's just targeting people who want to make money online. And then like in both cases, you see a picture of me. You don't see like a picture of a product right there. You know, you don't see like a picture of a thing. You see a picture of me, because this is like the first step to personalizing the relationship, right? To trying to build some rapport with these people. It's ice cold traffic. So this is the first step towards trying to build some rapport with them. Now I'm sitting here looking at it with you guys, and I'm thinking, I might improve my opt-in rate if I change that picture out. I'm looking pretty grumpy there. Maybe I should take another picture where I'm smiling and have a polo shirt on or something. The other thing, guys, is, you know, I usually don't dress like this. You guys know me. I don't usually wear polo shirts. But what you got to understand is this is ice cold traffic hitting this page. So I need to try to at least dress up a little bit, you know, because if I don't do that, then, you know, they're going to take the wrong first impression, you know, because the fact is I really don't dress like a business person, you know, and if they see me dressing like I normally dress and they don't know me at all, then they might get the wrong impression. Like I'm just not who I'm trying to pretend to be. So I got to kind of dress the part at least a little bit. And I don't think I tried very hard, but I tried to dress up at least a little bit when I'm pushing this cold traffic. So that's just something to remember, you guys. Also, I would probably try to smile or something. I don't know what I was thinking throwing that picture up there. The more I'm looking at it, the more I think I need to change that. But anyways, it's very simple. So like I said, guys, I don't focus on one specific thing because I'm not trying to alienate people. I'm trying to pull in people who care about making money online. I don't want to alienate anybody who, no matter what they're looking at, you know, no matter what they're thinking about, I want to pull them all in. Some of them are interested in traffic. Some of them are interested in list building. Some of them are interested in video marketing. Some of them are interested in Facebook paid advertising. Some of them are interested in solo ads. You know, I want all those people. So I want all of them. I don't want to discriminate against any of them. I'm paying for those clicks to hit this page. So I want to pull as many of them in as possible, as long as they're relevant to my niche. Okay. So that's the first thing. It's broad. It's a broad spectrum. The second thing is there are things on here that kind of like trigger curiosity. Like this right here, infamous free video. Well, what's so infamous about it? Why is it infamous? My secret 28 step. Okay. Why is it secret? What's so cool about it? Why can't anybody know about it? Right? So words like infamous, words like secret, these things present an element of intrigue, an element of curiosity. And these are things that are designed to really kind of pull in cold traffic, you know, when people don't know you. And then, like I said, the other thing is my image right here, designed to personalize the whole thing, because there's an image of me, okay, and then it says my secret, right? This whole thing kind of feels more personal, right? And then if you notice, it's very simple. There's not much here, right? Enter your email below and click the button to watch now, okay? So there's not much here. Then they have the ability to spread it on social media if they want to. I haven't really had a lot of luck with people spreading it personally, but you know, I hear that it does pretty good sometimes, depending on the offer. And, you know, I haven't had any luck personally, though. Maybe I just haven't ran quite enough traffic to it to know. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know if this whole sharing thing starts working for me. I'm kind of testing it out. But so far, I haven't had a lot of luck. I mean, honestly, guys, when I go to opt in for something for free, I don't share it on social media. But maybe I would if it was a really awesome thing. But when I'm sitting here thinking about it, I don't think I'd share this unless I got in there and like it was really freaking awesome. Then I might share it. So, and I do think it's pretty freaking awesome. So, you know, maybe it'll work. That's why I put it up there. I thought in theory it should work. But as you guys know, many times, you know, things that work in theory, they don't always work in reality. So I haven't had any luck with this stuff so far yet, but I've just been running cold traffic to it. So, you know, we'll see. Anyways, so that's the whole thing with the opt-ins, guys. When you want to know best opt-ins, like this one converts right now I think it converts at about 52%. But it's okay, you know. But like as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I want to change this picture. I want to change this to a picture where I'm at least smiling. I look too like Grumpy Smurf or something in there. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so that's what's up with that. Let me get off this screen share. Okay, guys, so all right, so what else? Hey Cam, I feel like I'm working hard. I feel like I'm working hard, but not making a lot of money. I have been trying for around 2 years. I have launched a couple of products and made a little bit of money, but nothing consistent. I started a review blog, but it doesn't seem to get much traffic. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so this guy's launched a couple products. He's been trying to make money online for 2 years. He's launched a couple products. He's got a review blog. It's not getting a lot of traffic. He's made a little bit of money, but not a lot of money. What's he doing wrong? Well, I can tell you guys personally, and listen, man, if you're watching this, I'm not getting on your case. I'm not trying to say you're a big dork or whatever. That's not the intention. But you're not productive enough, okay? In 2 years, you've done 2 launches. That's not enough. Like, look, the way the launch model works is this. People launch products because it builds their list. It builds a buyer's list for them, okay? People launch low-ticket products, and then they sell higher-ticket products, or they push people to higher-ticket offers, right? And this is kind of how it works. They also do affiliate offers, affiliate promotions and stuff. But the whole point of the launch is not just to make money on the front end. It's to build a buyer's list, okay? So if we think about like the idea of building a buyer's list, you can't just launch one product a year. That doesn't work. I mean, what is a product launch anyway besides paid content? It's just a piece of content that you're putting out there. You know, it's a piece of content that you're putting out there, but you're charging money for it. Okay. So you're telling me you can only put out one piece of content a year? That doesn't make sense. I mean, you're not being productive enough. You know, the first thing you want to do is if you want to be a launcher, if you want to launch products, if you want to launch paid content, man, you should be able to put out a piece of paid content at least once every 2 months. At least once every 2 months, you should be getting something out there that costs money. What did I say at the beginning of this freaking group call, you guys? If you want to make money on the internet, you have to be productive. You have to do things that put you in a position to make money. Now, I don't think it's too much to ask to put something out there once every 2 months that puts you in a position to make money. A piece of paid content, right? Now, if I said, hey guys, can you do one blog article a month? You'd say, yeah, I can handle that. I can handle that. I can put a blog article out a month. A 5,000 word, 2,000 word epic blog article once a month. You know, most people feel like they could do it. If I said, hey man, could you put out one really good YouTube video a month? You know, maybe it's an hour long. Maybe the main thing is, can you put a video out there once a month that solves a problem for people, right? That really solves a problem for people that they're having. Okay. Now, most people are going to say, yeah, I can do one YouTube video a month that solves a problem for people. Well, if you can do that, my friends, you can put a piece of paid content out there once a month that solves a problem for people. So that's the first thing I would say. Be more productive. You have to put yourself in a position to make money online. Okay. So, you know, I think, you know, I think an initial goal would be, let me see if I can put a piece of paid content out there at least once every 2 months, right? Once every 2 months, let me get something out there, right? I think people are scared away by the process of actually launching a product. They're scared away by the idea of, well, I got to create the product, and that's not too bad, but then I gotta do all this JV recruitment, and I gotta make this sales page and all this other crap, then I don't know how to do it, and I gotta figure out how to do it, and it takes a bunch of time to do it, and it's annoying, and I don't know what to do, and I'm gonna put all this work in, I'm not gonna make any money. Look, forget all that stuff. Look at it like a piece of paid content. You're putting a valuable piece of content out there that's gonna help people, okay? Now, if all else fails, Gary says he likes purchasing agency access to other people's funnels and selling them as my own rather than doing product creation myself. Is this a good idea? Saves me time and makes more than just affiliate marketing. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, Gary. Now, when you say, people have different ideas about what agency access is. Like when you get agency access to their stuff, do you get the emails, Gary? Do you get the emails? If you're just making all the money, but you're not getting the emails, then it's not quite as good of an idea. And then the other con of that is when you don't get a chance to build rapport in those products. Like you don't like if I buy agency rights to a Brett Rutucky product or something like that, or I buy agency rights to like a Sean Mize product, okay, and then I just run traffic to that funnel that's already in place. I mean, that's cool, and I'm going to make some money, but I didn't build any rapport with those people. They don't know who I am. They know who Brett Rutucky is. They know who Sean Mize is. So what happens is when I send them emails, they're going to be less responsive because they don't know who I am. They don't give a crap what I have to say. They don't even feel like it was my product that they purchased because I wasn't in there talking to them. Okay, that's good, Gary. Yeah, that's good, man. That's not as bad if you get the emails. Gary, the main problem with that, man, is you're not getting a chance to build rapport in those products. I mean, when you got an email list of people, you ideally want them to see you as a couple steps ahead of them, as someone who can help them. The problem is you're not in those products helping them. So they start to see Sean Mize as the guy who can help them, or they see Brett Rutucky as the guy who can help them. Okay, so that's different than them getting to see Gary Pettit as the guy who can help them. So that hurts you when you're sending out emails to them. And then it hurts you a lot when you put together like a high ticket item that you want to sell, like a premium item that's like $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever, and none of them really care because they don't know who you are. So that's the con. But I don't think it's bad when you're first getting started to do that, man. I don't think it's bad. I think it's bad when you pretty much know the game and you figured out everything you need to do, and you're still doing that. That's when you're kind of handicapping yourself a little bit. You're handicapping your earning potential because you're still doing that when you should probably be creating your own stuff to really start to build some authority. That's the problem with that kind of stuff, Gary. You don't build a lot of authority when you do that. But it's still pretty good to make money, and it's a good shortcut. It's a good shortcut. But but let me ask you this, Gary. How hard would it be, man? How hard would it be to well, let's look at this, guys. Let's think about my last product, Email Fire. That wasn't a training. A lot of people get scared away from product creation because they feel like they don't have anything new to say. They feel like they don't have anything to add to the market. They don't have any new little magic tricks up their sleeve. so they can't do product creation because they feel like everything's already been said, everything's already been done. I don't have nothing new to add. I'm not smart enough. I don't know what am I supposed to do? So they feel really weird about the whole product creation thing. So, well, look, let's look at Email Fire though. That last product I created, that wasn't a training, was it, guys? That was purely utilitarian. It was a product that was designed just to help people move their businesses forward. It wasn't a training. I wasn't teaching them any new tricks. It was just something that they could take and they could plug it into their business. Could you create products like that? I mean, of course, easily. I mean, could you go to a PLR membership site, right? Buy a lifetime membership to a place like Big Product Store, right? For $140 or whatever it is. And say, well, you know what I want to do? I want to create a product about, you know, list building or whatever. So what you do is you go in there and you find like 10 ebooks about list building, right? 10 PLR ebooks about list building. Then what you do is you break up all the chapters in those books into emails, right? Each chapter becomes an email, right? Now you got like, what, like 100 or 200 emails, and they're all about list building. So now you might think, well, man, nobody wants 10 ebooks that are PLR about list building. Nobody cares about that. But do people care about 200 emails on the subject of list building? Oh, yes. Now they do, don't they? You could take 200 emails about list building. You could package that up and sell those emails as a product. Now you got a 200 email sequence on list building. And if you're smart, you know, you go through there and add a little bit of personality to a few of the emails. Or you don't have to do that with that. You don't have to add a lot of personality to those emails. But if you're smart, what you do, man, you put some kind of video on the download page or something that allows you to build rapport with the people who bought that product. Now it's a utilitarian product. It's just a product of 200 emails that they can, you know, plug into their business. But all you got to do is put a simple video on the download page where you're like, hey guys, thanks for picking up my, you know, my list building autoresponder sequence. You know, I just thought since I got you here as a bonus, I'd like to give you 10 ways that I thought are just the best ways in the world to build a list. They've helped me. I hope they help you. Then you just go through like 10 ways to build a list on the video. That's simple bonus content. It's going to help your customers. And then it's also going to help you build rapport. So that's an easy way to do it. And like, if you think about it, Gary, that product came together really easily. You know, you just use PLR content and you reposition that content. So helps everybody involved. So I hope that makes sense, man. Anyways, there's a lot of ways to do it, guys. There's a lot of ways to create content. You know, there's a lot of different ways to come up with cool products. You don't always have to have a new system. You know, you see like a lot of systems selling on Warrior Plus and JVZoo, but you don't always have to have like some kind of new great system. That's not always necessary. I did a product called Crash the Party. I think it was last year, and it was like 120 hacks to building an audience and making money with YouTube, right? 120 hacks to building an audience and making money with YouTube. It's called Crash the Party. And like that product, I don't know how many units it pushed. I think it pushed like 400 or 500 units. I mean, all I had to do, I mean, I have my own personal experiences with YouTube. So I had a lot of hacks that I could add in there. But basically what I did with that product, guys, is I looked at YouTube and I thought like, well, what are some of the big problems people are having with YouTube, you know? And I came up with a list of 12 big problems that people were having with YouTube. 12 big problems. Things like, how do I get more subscribers? How do I get more views? You know, how do I get more people? How do I get more likes on my videos? You know, how do I get more engagement in my comment section? You know, best ways to make money with YouTube. Stuff like that. Big problems people were having. I came up with 12 problems people were having. And then I gave them 10 solutions. 10 solutions for each problem. Right? So how do I get more views? Okay, so all I had to do was think of the ways that I knew how to get more views on YouTube. Then I hit the internet and found more ways to get more views on YouTube until I had a nice list of 10 really good ways to get views, right? And then I did that for each of the problems. So that was 12. That was 10 solutions for each problem. That was 120 hacks, 120 hacks. And people loved that product. They really loved it. And then what I did, guys, was I made it a video product. So what I did was I created a slideshow. I created a slideshow for each of the major problems. Like chapter 1, like, and each slideshow was a module. So I had 12 modules in the course, and each module was a video slideshow. And like the first video slideshow was, you know, hey, how to get more views on YouTube. And then like I'd have like 10 slides with like whatever the thing was I was getting ready to talk about, you know. And then the slide would be pretty blank. It just have like the thing I was getting ready to talk about, and I'd just talk over it. Once I saw that bullet point, I would just talk about doing that thing. Like one of the ways to get more comments on YouTube was ask a question, right? Ask a question. Like when you do a video, you publish it, and then in the comment section, you ask a question like, hey, can you guys hear this okay? Can you guys hear this video okay? Is the audio okay on this video, or something like that? So on my slide, I would just put like ask a question as one of my ways. But then I would like go into that further when I was talking about it on the slide. I might even have a story about it, you know, a story about something I did or something I read or whatever. But on the slide, it's real basic. It was just like a yellow slide with black writing, and it said ask a question. So I tell my little story about asking a question, then I click to the next slide. Now, very easily, you know, doing it that way, I mean, man, I could spend 20, 30 minutes going through that little slideshow. And then you got 12 of those. So now people feel like, man, they got a lot of content from you. You know what I mean? But the fact is that content came together pretty easily, you know, and it was kind of hard for it not to win because you're solving major problems on that subject. I mean, it doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be anything. You could create a product on list building. You could say, okay, well, what are some of the major problems people are having with building a list, you know? And you could try to make a list of like 5 or 6 or 10 of those major problems, and then just try to like come up with like 10 solutions for each major problem. And that product comes together pretty fast. And to do that product, the beauty of that, you guys, is you don't have to come up with some kind of new amazing system to make a product like that. You know, the key to that product is the amount of solutions, right? Like 100 ways to build an email list, or 100 hacks to building 100 hacks to getting your first 10,000 email subscribers, or something like that. Now, man, if you put a product out there called 100 hacks to getting your first 10,000 email subscribers, and you create a product like what I just told you, that's going to win. That's going to win. The title alone is going to have people interested in it. They're going to say, wow, 100 different ways to build an email list? Oh, man, some of these got to be relevant. You know, I'm sure I don't know all these ways. And, you know, they're going to buy it, you know. And ideally, there are going to be ways in there that they don't know, and it's going to help them. So anyways, cool. The other thing this guy said was he had a review blog. So the first thing to answer his question is, dude, you're not putting enough products out there. Okay. When you're launching products, like 2 products in 2 years is nonsense. All right. You're not being productive enough. Okay. And the second part about your review blog, you got a review blog, but it doesn't seem to be getting too much traffic. What am I doing wrong? Well, you know, the thing about review blogs are like, they sound like a great idea. There's a lot of products out there that talk about doing review blogs. But I mean, honestly, how many of you guys hang out on blogs? How many of you guys are out there right now hanging out on a blog? Like last time I checked, most people are hanging out on Facebook. Most people are hanging out on Instagram. Most people are hanging out on YouTube. They're not hanging out on blogs. Like the conversation's not happening on a blog anymore. So that leads me to ask the question, how is it possible that all these people are making all this money with review blogs if nobody's hanging out on a review blog anymore? The answer is this. They're sending traffic to the review blog from their email lists. They're building an email list, and then whenever they publish a new review on their blog, they send email traffic to it. That's fine. You can do that. But there's one thing I know, guys. Every action I require my email list to take, I'm going to lose conversion. Okay? Every single action. There's drop off at every point. Okay? If I can do the review in the email and send them right to the sales page, I'm going to have higher conversions than if I do the review on a review blog and I do an article and I do a little email, I send them to the review blog, I'm going to have drop off at the review blog. Okay? They're not even going to make it to the sales page. I'd rather just do the freaking review in the email and then send them to the sales page. That way everybody hits the sales page. I mean, that not everybody agrees with me. Some people live and die by the review blog. But this guy right here is a prime example of what's happening right now when you start a review blog. It's different with these people who are established. They got review blogs up. They've been running them for a few years. That's just how they do it. But where's all their traffic coming from? Like, I want to know where all their traffic's coming from. I guarantee you it's coming from their email list. And they've just been making money on review blogs for years now. So they just keep on running that email traffic to the review blog. But are they paying attention to drop off? That's what I want to know. Are you paying attention to drop off? Because I guarantee you right now, the conversation is not happening on blogs. It's not like it was in 2005 where everybody leaves comments everywhere on your blogs, all these comments underneath your blog post. It's not like that anymore. You'll go to like big popular blogs and you'll find like maybe one comment or something, 2 comments, you know, and it's just not worth it to me, man. It's not worth it. But if he wants to know how to get more traffic to his blog, I mean, the obvious thing is to build your email list. Build your email list and run the traffic from your email list to the blog. I personally think that's stupid. I mean, use the blog to, build rapport with your audience and pull people in. To me, the blog is like your storefront. It's going to pull in organic traffic from Google. You can drive some traffic to your blog from Facebook, from YouTube, and that's great. But taking the people from my email list to my blog, why? Why would I do that? Does it make sense? The end goal is to put them on my email list. Why am I sending them back to my blog? That's like running a sale in a grocery store and saying mashed potatoes are on sale this week and asking all your customers to go back out to the front of the store and look at your sale sign. That doesn't make any sense. They're already in the store. Don't send them back out to the front. It's nonsense to me, but I mean, not everybody agrees with that. So what I would say, man, if you want to get more traffic to your blog, you need to understand that the conversation's happening on social media. It's not happening on blog today. So what you want to do, man, what I would say is this. If you want to get more traffic to your blog, publish some content on Facebook. Work on building following on social media. Then pitching your blog, pushing traffic back to your blog, right? That's what I would focus on. I wouldn't make the blog the main focus, okay? Review blogs are fine, but the action is happening by email. Email is where sales are being made. Email is where money is being made. So I don't understand this whole thing about review blogs. I think it's nonsense. I mean, I bet you if I ask 10 review bloggers where all their traffic is coming from, I guarantee you guys 9 out of 10 are going to tell me they're sending traffic to the review blogs by email. All right? And they think that like somehow it's going to make things convert better because they're sending an email to a review blog where they can do like a little video and like a little this and a little that, and there's like some stars and stuff. Man, people don't care about that crap. I mean, they care about a video, especially if you're demoing software. That's different. If you're demoing a piece of software, everybody appreciates a good software demo. But very rarely, if I'm promoting an information product, very rarely is there something that I need to send people to a review page for that I can't say in the email. I would rather write 1,000-word email with a font of 20 so that it's nice and big and people can see it on their smartphones. I would rather do that. 1,000 words. I'll say whatever the hell I need to say about the product in there. The goods, the bads, the uglies. I'll say it all in the email. And all the links in the email, all roads lead to Rome. You know what I mean, guys? All roads lead to Rome. I don't want my roads to lead to a review page, and then I need them to click in my email to get to the review page. And then when they're on the review page, I need them to click on another link to get to the sales page. And then when on the sales page, I need them to click on another link to buy. It's nonsense. At every point, I'm going to experience drop-off. I guarantee you conversions are lower when you send people to a review blog. There's drop-off at every point. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on it. Not everybody agrees with that, you guys, but that's how I feel. I've done it both ways. I know it works for me. And I would definitely I would definitely rethink the whole review blog strategy. I mean, now if we're talking about YouTube reviews, that's different. That's different. Now you're talking about a major platform that everybody hangs out on. That's a whole different ballgame because people are already hanging out on YouTube. Yeah, you can do YouTube reviews and send traffic to offers, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But I guarantee you guys, you see all these guys out here launch jacking, you know, look at their reviews. I mean, think about this. Look at their views on YouTube. If you see a video with like 30 or 40 views and like, think about it. Realistically, how many people clicked? If there's 30 or 40 views, realistically, how many people clicked on that offer and went and bought? 1, 2? Let's just say 10%. 10%. Let's just say you got 100 people who viewed that video. And you guys go out there and you find make money online, review YouTube videos, and you'll be hard pressed to find some that have 100 views on them. But let's just say 100 views. Let's say it converts at 10%, which is pretty good for something that for sale. So that means 10 people bought the thing. 10 people bought the thing out of 100. I mean, you'll get better conversions by email. So then you got to say, like, in your mind, if that's the case and email converts at a much higher rate than YouTube videos, then should I not be sending my YouTube videos to an opt-in? And the answer is, yeah, probably. You probably should be. Me personally, like when I'm doing an affiliate campaign, I'll make it. If I'm going all in on an affiliate campaign, I'll send a YouTube. I'll do a YouTube video on it. I will send out emails on it. I'll put posts on Facebook on it. I'll put a blog post up on it, and all roads will lead to the sales page, right? Just because like during that week, I'm just trying to push to the sales page. I'm using my voice everywhere people give a crap about what I have to say, and I'm pushing traffic to the sales page. But like realistically, like for when we're talking about the long game, it's better. It's far better to push your social media traffic to an opt-in and work on conversions in email. That's what I found to be true. Not saying I always do that, but that is what I found to be true when we're talking about the long game. So anyways, hope that answers your question, man. I know it's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but that's how I feel about review blogs. So I just launched my first product, and now I have several people asking me to promote for them. What should I do? My list is not that big, and I feel I can't promote everyone who asks me. Okay, that's a good point, guys. That's a problem that like people have all the time, and like the bigger you get and the more assets you put out there, you know, the more of a reputation you build, like the more people are going to come knocking and want you to promote for them. Now you'll hear people out there saying things like, I don't do recip. And what they mean by that is they don't do reciprocation. Like if you promote for them, like that doesn't mean they're going to promote for you. You hear people out there saying they don't do that. They base their what they promote solely on if it's a good product or not. And to that, I would say one of two things. Those people are either liars, or those people are not going to have affiliates pushing traffic for them very, very long. And that's the truth, okay? Let me ask you guys a question. Like, how many of you guys have friends out there who are always asking you for crap? Like, they're always asking you for favors, and they're always like, you know, borrowing stuff off of you and stuff like that. Like, and it's like it's not a two-way street. Like you don't borrow things off of them. You don't ask them for crap, but they're always like coming over and asking you for crap all the time. Like, how many of you guys got friends like that? Because if you got friends like that, then you know how annoying that can be after a while, and you get sick of it. Like, you kind of feel like you'd rather surround yourself with people that actually like help you too. Like that like it's like a mutual relationship. Like, everybody's helping everybody. You know what I mean? That's kind of like who you want to surround yourself with. Now, many people, guys, many top level guys who you see on the leaderboards over and over and over again, like, they will only promote people who promote back for them. Like, I've had several big guys promote for me, and like when I didn't promote back for them, I never heard from them again. So I wish I could tell you guys that I'm just telling you these lessons because they were taught to me, but many of these lessons I'm telling you because I've learned them the hard way. You can get big guys to promote for you. They'll take a chance on you if they think you're up and coming and they think you're starting to make moves and build a list and stuff and you're doing some good things. They might promote for you once, but if you don't promote back for them, they're probably not going to promote again for you. And until you do. It's kind of like, well, you owe me kind of thing. You know what I mean? And some people take the stance of, well, I don't owe you anything. I paid you for that. I paid you 100% commission. What do you want? Okay, well, here's the thing about that. Okay, when you're in a marketplace where everybody's paying 100% commission or everybody's paying 75% commission, okay, when you're in that kind of marketplace, well, that cancels out you paying 100% commission. That cancels it out completely, especially if you're a new guy. Because who do I want to promote? Do I want to promote you, the new guy who has no people on his list, who's kind of a gamble for me? Or do I want to promote this guy who's established, who's already promoted for me several times, and like every time I promote his offers, I make money because he knows what he's doing and he put it together right? Of course, from a business standpoint, it makes sense for me to promote the experienced guy, right? So these guys, when they promote for you, they're already kind of taking a chance on you anyway, you know? So to think that like, hey, I don't do recip, I don't owe you anything is kind of stupid because they're not going to keep promoting for you. So basically what you're doing is you're stabbing your allies in the back. You're stabbing your allies in the back. Like I'm just telling you guys the real. This is the real deal. All right. This isn't the bullshit you hear on Facebook where people sugarcoat everything and say, oh, well, I don't do recip. Yeah, you do recip, or you don't keep on running affiliate traffic. So the bottom line is, did they put out a good product, right? Is it good, right? Because if it's not good, see, this guy's asking, what should I do? And the bottom line is they want you to promote for them. Here's who you want to promote. You want to promote your top affiliates. Whoever sold the most sales for you, that's who you would like to try to promote, all right? The top three, I would promote for the top three if you can. Try to send some traffic back to the top three. The top three sales earners for you, okay? And then what you want to do is you can only promote for them if you like their product. The product's got to make sense. If the product sucks, you can't promote for them. I mean, it's the bottom line. I personally probably wouldn't tell them their product sucks. If they sold a lot of units on my product, I'd probably say something like, dude, this is a bad fit for me, man. Do you got anything else going on? If you don't got anything else going on, let me know, man, because I feel like I really want to support you on your next one. You know, I really appreciate your support on my launch. I'd like to support you on your next one. This isn't a good fit for my list. They're not going to buy this. You know, that's all you got to say. You don't have to say, hey, your product sucks. You don't have to say that. That's usually not an issue because, I mean, you know, if people know how to sell your stuff, then generally they know how to put stuff out that also makes money. So, you know, it's usually not too big of an issue, but that's how I would handle that, man. You're not going to be able to promote for everybody. You're not going to be able to promote for everybody, especially when you got a small list of 100 people. I'll be honest with you. If it's your first product launch, I usually tell my students, you know, don't worry about promoting other people on your first product launch. You probably only got about, you know, 50 to 100 people on your list right now. You're not going to be able to do anything for them anyways. Why don't you just focus your attention on, you know, keeping the momentum going as soon as you launch. As soon as that launch is over, keep the momentum going, jump right into the second one. Try to put a second one out there within a month and a half or 2 months. Get a second one out there. And when you get another 50, 200 people on your list, then, you know, try to recip some of these people who have helped you. You know, try to pay them back a little bit. Send them a little bit of traffic to their stuff. That's what I would say to that, man. Don't listen to these people who say they don't do recip. It's complete nonsense, you know? So, you know, just think about your friends and your neighbors who, you know, they're always asking you for crap. And you feel like they're just using you. You know what I mean? You start to feel like they're just using you. They're not really your friends, right? It's the same thing with this. It's the same thing. I mean, people don't want to keep sending you traffic. They would rather send traffic to people who are also going to send them traffic and support them back. Like, it needs to be kind of like a symbiotic kind of relationship. So just keep it in mind, guys. I just launched my first product. Okay, yeah, there. So should I focus on launching first or affiliate marketing first? Ooh, that's a good question. So the chia banana boost. That's what that smoothie is, guys. It's got chia seeds and freaking bananas and peanut butter in it. It's pretty good. Anyways, yeah, so should you focus on launching products first or should you focus on affiliate marketing first? You know what? A lot of new people feel like they want to focus on affiliate marketing first because it seems easier because they don't have to make sales pages and they don't have to make products and all this and all that. But what I want you guys to realize is the best affiliate marketers in the game who promote they promote all the time and they sustainably do affiliate marketing. They continue to do affiliate marketing over and over again. Like, you'll notice like a lot of them are product launchers, right? A lot of them also have their own products they launch. And guys, it really doesn't come back to product launching. What it comes back to is list building, right? People with big lists can do affiliate marketing, right? The other way you can do affiliate marketing is by running paid ads, paid advertising, right? So, you know, it's always a battle between time and money. You're either going to be spending a lot of time working on building your list or you're going to be spending money building your list, right? I think personally, the people who are smart about running paid ads for affiliate marketing, they run people to an opt-in form and put them on their list, and then they do the affiliate marketing from the list. That's what I have done. It's worked for me. But like, just when you go raw, you just go raw. You know what I mean? Like, you do like Facebook ads, you send directly to an offer, or you run like, you know, Google ads or something, and you just run it directly to a sales page. I mean, that's running raw paid traffic to a sales page. It usually converts very low, and you get no chance to follow up with those leads at all. And that sucks. So, I mean, I would say, guys, if you ask me, I'm not saying this is the only way, but to me, like, I think it would be very smart to, you know, jumpstart your IM business by launching a couple products before you start doing affiliate marketing. That's what I would say. I would focus on getting a couple assets out there. Get a couple assets out there, you know, launch you a couple products, learn how to launch a product, learn how to launch a product successfully that can actually make you a little bit of money, and then do some affiliate marketing, unless you got a shit ton of money to spend on paid advertising, and that's going to come out of your pocket. Your business ain't making no money. So all it's doing is putting your business in the red. You're just driving your business into the hole while you're learning paid advertising, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people out there, they don't have tons of money to spend on paid ads when they're first getting started. It's coming out of their paycheck, basically. The money's coming out of your paycheck from work, and you will spend a lot of money on advertising, trying to figure it out. You'll spend a lot of money on solo ads trying to figure it out. So, personally, guys, I think launching products is awesome. It's a great way to, create something from nothing and put it out there in the marketplace and make some money for your business and create an asset that you can put on sale later. That's awesome, man. It's freaking awesome. So to me, I would say launch yourself a couple products first and then mess around with affiliate marketing. That's what I would say. And I would say for the affiliate marketing, with the affiliate marketing, mess around with the people who supported your product launch. That's what I would say. Affiliate market to their offers, pay them back a little bit. Okay. This guy wants to know what he should be doing during a launch. Like when he launches a product, he wants to know what he should be doing. So I think that what he's saying is that so he's put all this work into his product launch. He got the sales page ready. He created the product. He's done some JV recruitment. He's got everything ready to go. And then he launches it, right? It's 9 a.m. and he launches it. Now he's like, okay, now what? Do I just sit back and wait? What do I do now? What do I do for the next 3 or 4 days while I'm launching this thing? He wants to know the best way to spend his time. Look, so when you launch a product, during the launch cycle, when you're actually in launch cycle, to me, there are 2 things you should be focusing on: traffic and conversions. Traffic and conversions. Traffic and conversions. That's what matters during a launch cycle. So how do you do that? Okay. Well, to me, I want my sales page converting at least 10%. All right. I want to see the sales page converting at 10% during launch week. During the launch cycle, I want to see that sales page converting at 10%. Okay. If it's not converting at 10%, then I'm going to focus my attention on fixing it. So let's say I launch at 9 a.m. I'm going to let it run until noon or 1 in the afternoon. And if it's not converting at, 10%, then I'm going to adjust the sales page a little bit. I'm going to adjust the headline. I'm going to adjust the sales video. I'm going to adjust something on the page that's going to change conversions, hopefully boost them. Now, guys, what I've found is the 2 things that affect the main thing that affects your conversion rate is the big idea of the sales page, right? What is the big idea? What does this thing do? What does it do? How does it connect me to money, right? If you're off on that, then your conversion rates are going to be low. If you're hitting on that, your conversion rates are going to be higher. So then you got to ask yourself, well, what affects that message the most? All right. And the bottom line usually is the thing that's going to affect your conversion rate the highest is whatever you put on that headline, whatever that headline says, or whatever the big idea you're conveying in the video is. If your video is steering people in a direction that they don't like, then the conversions are going to reflect it. Or, but if your video is steering people in a direction that they do like, then your conversion rates are going to reflect it. I hope that makes sense, guys. I know that's a little tricky. That's kind of getting into copywriting, but that's a big thing that you focus on during launch cycle. So if your conversions are under 10%, focus on adjusting your sales page. If your conversion rates are over 10%, but you're not getting a lot of sales, what that means is you're not getting enough traffic. Okay? If you're converting over 10%, but you're not getting a lot of sales, you're not getting enough traffic. And in that case, what you want to do is you want to be focusing your effort and energy on JV recruitment, or whatever your strategy is to drive traffic to the sales page. Focus on that, right? If you're not running JV traffic, but you're running like Facebook ad traffic or something, focus on that. But if you're running JV traffic, if you're running affiliate traffic to the sales page and you're getting sales, your conversions are above 10%, but you're not getting a lot of sales, you, my friend, do not have enough traffic. And what you need to do is you need to go out there and follow up with all those affiliates that you reached out to before. You need to follow up with them and let them know, hey, man, we just launched today. Conversion rates are at like 15%. Jump on board the money train because this thing's making money. It's doing awesome. Jump on board. Also, I want to offer you a bonus spot. If you want to put a bonus on my download page, you are more than welcome. So offer them a bonus spot, right? But the main thing is to keep on affiliate recruiting, okay? If you have good conversion, but you don't have a lot of sales, you need to get back out there and hit the JV recruitment trail if you're running affiliate traffic, okay? I hope that makes sense. Those are the main two things you're going to be doing all week. And then the other thing I would say, a secondary priority, you want to make sure if you're doing an affiliate contest, make sure you're updating that throughout the launch cycle. And then also brag your ass off, okay? Like if you're anything positive about your launch, brag about it on social media, brag about it on YouTube, brag about it on Facebook. Hey guys, what's up, man? I just want to do a quick video, man. I launched, this is a YouTube video, right? Hey guys, what's up, man? I just launched my new product yesterday. It's doing awesome, man. People are loving it. It's converting at like 15%. And you know, man, this is basically just a product that helps people, you know, create more content or whatever the product is, you know. You just basically talk about it. You keep the buzz going throughout launch week, right? You keep that hype train rolling throughout your launch week because that's going to help you push more units. Make sure you're sending out to your email list every day. You know, during the launch cycle, make sure you're sending at least one email out to your list every day and at least 2 to 3 emails on your final day of promotion. Like on your final day of the launch cycle, usually something happens on the final day of a launch. Usually you're going to up the price to higher than what it is right now, or you're going to take the product off the market. Something is happening on that last day of the launch cycle. Okay, so on that last day, I mean, that's a prime time to reach out to your list and your audience and just let them know, hey guys, you want to make sure you grab this thing, because why grab it at full price when you can get it for like a third of that right now? There's no point to it. So if you even thought about getting this, now's the time to pick it up, man, because at midnight tonight, it's going up $27, you know, something like that. But yeah, that's the main thing, guys. The main thing that you want to work on, though, is traffic and conversions. During a launch cycle, you're focusing on either driving more traffic or bringing up conversion rates. So I hope that makes sense, man. What's the fastest way for me to build an email list that can make me some money? Fastest way for you to build an email list that's going to make you money is to buy traffic and send it to an email list. But you're going to be spending money on that. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to be wasting money, you know? So you got to know what you're doing a little bit. You got to set the opt-in funnel up right. The squeeze page needs to be right. The offer that you send them to after they opt in needs to be right. Your follow-up email sequence needs to be right. Okay. And if it's not right, you're going to lose money. But that's the fastest way to build a list that can make you money. Now, another way you can do it, it's not going to be as fast, but it's not going to be as expensive either. And it's probably going to get you seeing results a little bit faster, is to launch a couple products. Like I told you, launch a couple products, focus on recruiting affiliates, and see if you can't build a buyer's list. You know, it's going to be a little bit slower. It's not going to be quite as fast, as far as like building your list is concerned. Your list isn't going to get built quite as fast. You're going to make a little bit of money faster from the product launch, and you're not going to have to spend as much money to do it. To me personally, I say if you're new and you don't have any money to spend right now, or you have very little money to spend, I recommend jumpstarting your business with a couple of product launches and then starting to learn about solo ads and stuff like that. Once you got your business actually making some money, you know, that's what I recommend to that, man. People always want to get started fast, guys. They always want to get started with building an email list. They want to get started really, really fast. And what they discover is, you know, paid traffic costs money. And if you don't know what you're doing, you don't make any money back. So there's a learning curve to it. And when you are paying money out, you know, that learning curve is very obvious, you know. So anyways, that's what I'd say about that. Cam, when you put out new stuff, you always have a cover and banners on Facebook. Where do you get that done at? Okay, so me personally, guys, I used to go to Fiverr to have my covers made. And then I also have, I'd go to another guy on Fiverr to have banners made up for Facebook group, Facebook profile, YouTube channel, stuff like that. And I'd get a guy to take my cover and then try to make a cool banner from it. But now I don't do that anymore. I use something called Pixel Studio Effects. Pixel Studio Effects is like a cover creator. And I just create my own covers with Pixel Studio Effects. And then what I do is I go over to canva.com. It's free. And Canva is a really cool little place. I just make my own little banners for Facebook and stuff. I just do it myself now, guys. Just because I just don't feel like waiting. I just don't feel like messing around with it. I know I can do it pretty fast and just get it up there on Facebook and YouTube pretty quickly. So I just don't feel like messing around with it and waiting. If I'm going to launch like a big thing, like a really big kind of deal, then I might hire someone to do it just because, you know, I want it to look kind of more fancy and I'm not a graphic designer. Like I got this high ticket offer coming out in August. It's called I Am Jumpstart. And I'm probably going to hire someone to do that stuff just because I want it to look a little bit more fancy, and I don't always do that great of a job. So, but thanks for noticing the covers though. That was nice. I don't feel like I do that great of a job on covers, honestly. I just kind of put them together and they look cool to me, but I recognize that I'm not a graphic designer. So, you know, I just try to make it look cool to me. Do I have to have a website to launch products on Warrior Plus? Here's the surprising thing, guys. You don't have to have a website to launch products on Warrior Plus. Okay? You do not have to have, let me repeat that. You do not have to have a website to launch products on Warrior Plus. All right? I know it sounds crazy, right? But the thing about it is you can upload all your products in a PDF. Now think about this for a second, man. All right, look. Let's say you want to do a video course. All right? So you do all the videos. You upload all the videos to YouTube as unlisted videos, right? So now you got free video hosting on YouTube. They're all unlisted. What you do is you go over to Google Docs, or you open up a Word document, right? And this basically is going to represent a this Word document is going to represent a product, right? It's gonna represent a product. I want to show you guys because this might seem weird if I don't show you. But basically, you know, it's gonna represent a product, and the product's basically gonna be like, you know, hey, thanks for purchasing this product. Module 1, module 2, module 3. You know. Let me show you guys. I just want to see if I can find one for you guys so I can show you what I'm talking about. I will show you. I will tell you guys exactly how you can do it without a website. Okay. It's not hard. Now, I say this, once you're making a little bit of money, you probably want to get a website, you know, because the thing about it is, you know, if you got all your products launching under one website, under one umbrella, that's a lot of traffic going to your, that's a lot of freaking traffic, man, going to your website. And you can do blog posts and you can do affiliate marketing on the blog posts. And, you know, I mean, you can filter that traffic to your blog articles and stuff. So it's you know, it's beneficial to house all your products on one website. So I'm just looking for. Okay, yeah, here, let me show you guys. Show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is okay, so let's say I want to launch a product. I don't have a website. The first thing I got to do is figure out how I'm going to get my products to people. And I got a video product. Okay, so what I'm telling you guys is you can put them on YouTube as unlisted YouTube videos. And then what you do is you want to open up a Google Docs or you want to open up a Word document, and you're going to create a document that looks like this. Let me open it up. So check this out. So here's the name of the product, Art of the Funnel. It's a downloadable copy. Boom. You have been given this. Boom, boom, boom. There's some legal stuff. And then, now this one is just, you know, there's a link, right? But it goes to a playlist on YouTube, right? Goes to an unlisted playlist on YouTube, right? Now, you could just have module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5, module 6, and they click on that module and it goes to that video. They click on the module, it goes to that video. Now they get all the course, it's all unlisted. Now this simple PDF, man, it doesn't have anything to it. It doesn't even weigh, it's not even a meg. It's not even 1 meg. The simple PDF can be uploaded to Warrior Plus directly. The PDF can be uploaded to Warrior Plus directly. So now you can put, you know, written special reports in PDF form, or you can put entire video courses in PDF form. Now this right here, this digital takeover, man, this is like a 80 or not. This is a 94 video course. It's a 94 video course. It's all uploaded to YouTube as unlisted. And this is a simple little PDF file to deliver it, right? A 94 video course. Imagine a 94 video course and a simple little PDF file to deliver it. You don't even need a website. So now what I do is I give them a way to download the videos, right? So look, go to YouTube multi-downloader, enter this URL in, boom, it downloads all the videos for you. Simple. Give them a way to download the course, right? That makes it easy. So that's your products. Put all your products on PDFs. Okay. Now, what about the sales page? What about the JV page? You know, what about that stuff? Well, here's what I would do. If I don't have a website, here's what I would do. I'd come over here to Wix.com, or you could go to Weebly.com and start a free website. You know, you can put Warrior Plus buy buttons on a Wix website. You can put Warrior Plus buy buttons on a Weebly website. It's absolutely free. The only thing is there's going to be a little bit of a little thing down here, advertising Wix or advertising Weebly. Who cares, man? Who cares? Who cares about that? That doesn't matter. So yeah, so you can totally do it, man. You can totally do it. And you know, now I recommend once your business is making a little bit of money, you know, invest in a website so that you can make, you know, you can make more money. Because what happens is, like I told you guys, if you can launch all your products under one umbrella, one website, then what happens, you guys, is there's some synergy there. They all kind of filter back to your blog. They read your articles. They end up opting in on your other list. They end up buying more of your products. So you're creating synergy by doing that. But when you're first getting started, man, and you just want a way to get started for free, That's a way you can get started for free and you can make some money and get things rolling. The other thing I would say is email, right? So when you're launching products, you need email. So go over there to MailChimp and get yourself a free MailChimp account. And you can do a free autoresponder with MailChimp. It's great. It's absolutely great. Now, the only thing I would say to that is don't try to do a bunch of affiliate marketing with MailChimp. What you want to do if you want to affiliate market and you have a MailChimp account, what you want to do is you want to send them to a blog post. So you can use the same Weebly or Wix account that you use for your sales pages. And you can start a little blog on it. And when you put like, you do a little blog, you do a little review on a product or whatever you're going to be promoting, whatever your email would be, like only put a portion of it in the email, maybe just like a paragraph of it, and then put the whole thing, and then say click here for more, and put the whole thing over on your free website. Then they'll go to your free website, they'll read the whole thing, they'll click on the affiliate link, and boom, go. Now I was just talking to you guys a little bit ago about how like there's drop off at every point. Okay, there's drop off at every point. So is there going to be drop off when you do that? Yeah, of course there is. But hey man, when you're rolling for free, you know, sometimes you're not going to get quite as good of an advantage as when you're rolling for paid. So if you want to do everything for free, that's the way you can do it. You're going to get a little drop off, but you can still make money. You can make money until you got money to invest in other stuff. Okay, so that's how I would do that, man. You don't need a website to launch products on Warrior Plus if you're just getting started and you don't have any money to invest. The last one that I wanted to talk about, I'm down to my last email question, guys. The last one I wanted to talk about was I just got this like a couple days ago, and I didn't write it down yet. I didn't have time to write it down yet, so I just got to check my email on this one real quick. Okay. Here's what newbie marketers need to know that nobody is teaching, that I would like to know, and nobody's teaching them. Okay. What basic Windows PC skills should you have mastered before trying to e-market things? So what basic PC skills should you have mastered before trying to e-market things? You know, I know I have students from all walks of life, all different skill levels. I think it would be smart to have a basic understanding of how to send out emails. I think it would be really smart to have a basic understanding of how to use Skype. I think it would be really smart to have a basic understanding of how to use Microsoft Word and how to upload YouTube videos. I think it would be really smart to learn those skills. But at the same time, you know what? There's so many things that you're going to learn once you get started. You know, you're going to have to wear so many hats. You know, you're going to have to learn how to do a little copywriting. You're going to have to learn how to do a little product creation. You're going to have to learn how to do some email marketing, some affiliate marketing. There's a lot of things you learn along the way. And I think when it comes to that, like, experience is the best teacher. Okay. So just jump in no matter where you're at, and get on it, you know, start learning it. Okay. What does some of the marketing lingo terms mean? Some of the marketing lingo or terms. I think he's talking about stuff like, you know, opt-in rates and conversion rates and EPCs and stuff like that. You know, man, I'll tell you something. Here's what I would say to that. Instead of me just telling you what all these terms mean, because you didn't give any specific terms, what I would say to that is, if you hear someone using a term like on Facebook that you don't understand, like, ask them what that means. Just say, dude, I'm new. What does that mean? I don't know what that term means. That's all you got to do. You guys, there are no stupid questions. There's just a bunch of stupid people on Facebook who are afraid to admit they don't know something. That's it. You know what I mean? Everybody on Facebook wants to be the boss. Like, they're all walking around like they know everything, but they don't, man. They don't. and it makes them foolish because they're afraid to ask anybody anything. They don't want to ask anybody anything. If you're new and you're just getting started or whatever, I mean, you know, just if you don't know what something means, just ask. That's what I would say. You don't know what a term means because, dude, these terms are crazy. They're coming out with new terms every day. I mean, I hear the kids today talking about new slang terms I never heard of before. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I guess that's a sign that I'm old, but I'm just like, what? What are you even talking about? What does that even mean? I don't even know some of these terms, man. I remember I remember just last year I was Googling what purple drank was. The hell's purple drank? Purple drank? What is that? Like Kool-Aid or something? Was that like the purple stuff that you buy in the big bottles at Walmart? The big jugs of purple drank? Is that like Kool-Aid? I was Googling it. The Urban Dictionary has become my best friend in the last couple years. Turns out the purple drink is like, let me see if I get this right. I think it's like grape soda mixed with like cough syrup. Gotta worry about these damn kids drinking cough syrup and grape soda. What the hell's wrong with these kids, man? It's ridiculous. The damn kids is going crazy, man. Crazy. Purple drink. So yeah, man, I wouldn't don't let lingo intimidate you, okay? Because that's all it is lingo. And the thing about a lot of these marketers, you guys, is if they've been around for a while, they forget that you're new and you don't know what that means. It's part of their language. They're so used to using terms like that, they just feel like everybody knows what they're talking about already. But they don't, man. When you're new, you don't know all the lingo. Think about earnings per click. Think about the idea of EPCs, earnings per click. So on JVZoo, it's called EPCs, earnings per click. On Warrior Plus, it's called visitor value. It's the same thing. Like on average, how much is every person who hits your sales page worth? If you send 500 clicks to my sales page and they have a visitor value of about $2, that means on average, every person that hits my sales page is worth about $2. That's pretty good. That means you're going to be making some money. So anyways, yeah, with lingo, just, don't be intimidated by it. If you don't understand what someone's talking about by their lingo, just ask them, dude, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Don't be afraid to look stupid. All right. The path to mastery leads through looking stupid every once in a while. Don't worry about it. Who cares? We're all human. Who are the players, distributors, developers in the big picture? And what do they do in the marketing world? Again, you did not give me a list of people. It's a big game. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things. I think it's smart. When you want to know who the players are and the distributors, developers, and stuff like that, I think it's smart to focus on platforms because usually people are gravitating towards one platform or another, especially in make money online. Either they're gravitating towards Warrior Plus, or they're gravitating towards Offer Vault, or they're gravitating towards JVZoo, or they're gravitating towards ClickBank. If you just focus on that scene and who the major players are in that scene, and then when it comes to like programmers and developers and stuff like that, it's a little bit different. But you can focus on that scene and network with people who know the programmers and developers. You can kind of get to know them through them, right? So I would just focus on trying to master who everybody is in one particular place, right? Who's moving and shaking in this place, right? I would focus on that, man. That's what I would do. And then the last one he had was what the various development design tools and software do. What do the various development design tools and software do? Man, there's so much out there though, you know what I mean? There's so much out there. We were just talking about Click Magic a little bit ago. That's to track leads, that's to track clicks, we're talking about, like autoresponders, we talk about like push notifications, stuff like that. We're talking about e-cover creators, stuff like, there's a lot of different stuff out there, guys. I think there's a lot of different stuff out there. I don't think you should worry. Listen, here's what I think about this, guys. It's not necessary to know, what all the development design tools and softwares do. It's not necessary to know all that crap. What it's necessary to know is what you need to get done, right? I need to build a list in which I can send like 3,000 emails at once out to people. How do I do that? Oh, I need an autoresponder. Now you're starting to figure out what an autoresponder is because you had a goal and you needed that thing to accomplish your goal, right? And I think it's better just to take in all this technology as you need it instead of just trying to learn what everything is out there. I think it's better to have goals and you're trying to accomplish tasks, and then you seek out the technology that'll help you accomplish those tasks easier. I think that's the best way to do it, you guys, because there's too much out there and you're just going to get overwhelmed. The fact is you really don't need all this stuff. I just showed you guys how you could create and launch products on Warrior Plus without even a website. All right. So you don't need all this stuff. You know, you really just need a few things. And I suggest just learning it as you go, as you need it. You know, focus on your goals, focus on your objectives, and then, you know, seeing if there's tools out there to help you accomplish those a little bit easier and a little bit faster. That's what I would say, guys. Anyways, I think that's all the Lisa says, at least it's not Tide Pods. That's for sure. I don't know what the hell these kids are thinking. Eating Tide Pods? You got to be joking me, man. What in the world is happening? I'm telling you guys, the world has gone insane. All right, Lee. All right, Gary. Everybody else, thanks for hanging out with me this morning, you guys. It's been a blast. And I'll see you guys next time on the next group coaching call. Peace, everybody.